Tony Rosenberg from Germany. He's a two-time European team champion. So I was there in San Marino when they beat for the first time the Italian team. That was a big surprise. They played with Thomas Heine, Sven Petske, Tony Rosenberg, and the deceased Gert Koens.
Gert Koens, yeah.
Yes. And here we have. What's interesting to know, it's kind of a rematch because they played against each other in Argentina. So Tony Rosenberg beat Matteo, and that was a big surprise to eliminate the former world champion and Necochea. That was
4-1. So it was one of the biggest surprises in the world champion.
Yes, yes. Of course, the biggest, maybe the biggest surprise that Martinotti won the tournament.
This was not the biggest surprise for me.
Okay.
I've seen Martinotti play in Milano. I know a lot of Argentinian players. It's a typical way of Italian way, considering that the Argentinians are a little bit lower than us.
Yeah.
But if you go into the figures, which are the things that will count in the sport, we see that we have only Gustavo Torreggiani, 3 times world champion.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nestor, 2-time world champion. We have only one, which is Giampiero Rosano, as 2-time world champion. All the other players, better, nice, fantastic players, but they have won only one world champion. And the figures are speaking about Argentinian guys. I'm sorry to tell that, but
but I did not know that. But it's far away also, because to go to Argentina, it's flight
it's not easy. They have different tables, they have different, but the mental approach of the Argentinian players is better than us, and let me say also the mental approach of the German guys.
Yeah, but of course the Italians are the guys to beat because they are considered to be the best players of the world.
But the technique doesn't make the full difference, as you can see.
No, but I was surprised because Martinotti already played quarterfinals in the morning to, I think, 7 sets he had to play. Then he luckily he won in 7 sets also against Quarta. I thought now he's dead after 2 such tiring games, but he beat also Agnello in the final, so it was for me it was a surprise. I did not know him, but now all the world will know the guy in the world of 5 pins. I mean,
consider that Martinotti in Milano in 2015 won against Gustavo Torreggiani in Italy, which I mean consider Gustavo as an Italian Argentinian and not an Argentinian living in Italy. And so if you beat Gustavo in the place where he lives 4-0, 3-0, I don't remember, but it was a rush really. It means that you have really something good inside. So.
Yes, because like you say, it's also
maybe it's not nothing, as you mentioned in the first match, nothing shocking, but when you look at the numbers, you see that you are 20 points again behind, and you don't realize why. So it's
okay, they are getting started. So François,
you know, in Argentina they call it the garra, when they have this positive approach.
We're gonna be tight, as we see. It's gonna be yellow ball is closest to the cushion, I think. Oh, the referee has to make another look.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow ball wins. So Matteo takes the start. And François Doquier is referee in charge. There's a bit of difference also in refereeing the Belgian way as the Italian way. In Belgium we cannot help to give the balls or give the pins. In Italy they don't bother if you give the ball to the the
There
referee.
you cannot touch the ball.
Yeah.
So the referee is giving you the ball, then you
Yeah.
can touch the ball.
Yeah.
Here you can take the ball. It's
Okay, a typical start, and now
doesn't make the difference that
Yeah.
for me.
going for a duo modi terug.
Yes.
Maybe found a good defense, unless he can pass between red ball and the
I
pins. No.
Do a monitor, same shot for Matteo. We have in the back a German guy, which is another representative for the teams when he plays. You were playing in the team in the last European Championship or in 2015? 15, yeah. When we lost by 1 point.
No. Team B.
Team B, yes. We have two teams just like us, yes.
Team A,
Alexander, yeah.
Tony had a 2 cushion first, did not score pins, but keeps up the pace
is,
good, and so gets the defense.
Tony came to Italy and did also a tournament in Brescia during the last year, and they visited also Matteo in Florence, and I think that they did some school or whatever, and you see some kind of difference between the approach of the game. So the shoot before is something that comes up from the fact that it knows something more about the game. So it's tough to play against him. So
Yeah.
it is short.
That was a nice try to play the Missouri.
Missouri,
Just
yeah,
just
exactly,
to try
exactly.
to hide behind the pins, but a little bit short.
It wasn't necessary at that stage to put the ball there. Even 10, 15, 20 centimeters more, it was the same. Matteo Filotto.
In the back we see the other
Yeah.
semi-finalist, Finn Mortensen, and he's playing Stefan Exler. So a Danish guy and a German guy, so we have 2 Germans in the semi-finals, 1 Danish guy and one
One of the oldest and historical guys playing in 5 pins in Denmark.
Yeah.
Finn. Eight points. This is traversino di prima, so it's called in Italian.
Yeah. So that means he goes in the pins with only hitting 1 cushion,
Yeah,
and then looking for the defense.
it's quite perfect.
Garufa,
Yeah, trying
Now-
to get.
the red ball, but
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, but this is a problem because the start could be 20 to 3 for Tony. As you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see
yeah.
now, it is.
That was the point we discussed the
Yeah,
game before.
exactly.
So I learned now to try to avoid, but
This is a
not
game
not
of
to
approximation, of course. So
yeah. Better to avoid the red ball and go in safety than leaving the opponent. A nice filotto, so
we
you
play
can
directly on the pins
Yeah.
to get in the middle with both of the balls.
okay.
see.
Yeah, it's just
In the
nice.
middle, exactly.
And hitting.
Well.
He cleaned the pins.
Yeah.
How do they call in Italy if you make 12 points? Do you have a special name for that? No.
Sometimes they try to call it strike, but just like in the
Strike,
bowling,
yes.
but
Strike,
no.
yeah. Garuffa for Matteo. Finding defense, but
now let's see what would be the decision of Tony. If go one cushion
with a little bit of speed
he
to
could
try
do
to
3 cushion with the white one and also to get the red one to put it into the pins. Let's see exactly.
.6 points. So that's maybe he preferred to take more advantage,
Yes,
taking the points.
The fact that the red ball is there is also an advantage for him, because now Matteo has to do something. He cannot shoot too fast exactly, because he has to get.
It's a very nice shot.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Maybe it's a little bit too hard, I don't know, but
Not yet, but
yeah, okay. So Tony has to look for the cushion, one cushion, or
play-
maybe 2 cushion.
yeah, let's see. He can play one cushion and try to get to white ball at the bottom of the billiard, or he can play fast, trying to have 2 cushion, because the exactly, and
Yeah,
now
you
he's going
have
5. I think he will do the red. No,
Okay, Matteo has now maybe an opening to score, but
not easy.
No.
Red ball is playing against him actually, because he has to recover 1 or 2 shots, and let's see. I think he will go.
maybe he leaves yellow ball in the corner and looking for.
No, he will take not to do pins, maybe to arrive at.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just to arrive there. Yeah. Not lucky. Could have
No.
been better, but that's okay. The idea was just to arrive there. Di misura, as we mentioned before.
Yes.
Now Tony has not to think about anything than doing pins and whatever at this stage.
Yes, he can. If he can make.
Because at 34 it comes up to be a different game.
Yes.
11:39.
To 50 points, it's
It's
short.
short.
It's
It's
short.
very
Very short. For such players, they make 10 points very easily. So
Honestly,
3 or 4 times you make 10 points, you're on
Yeah.
dangerous position to finish
we
the
play
set.
by sequences. It's just like in the carom, even if it's not so easy to see. So if the game is very short, it's not easy to come up to this kind of consequential shots, and you have to find the first one to link it to the others. As you have seen within the game of Matteo and Thomas, they were trying to put exactly the ball into the crossing point.
Yeah.
We call it buca, the hole, but there isn't the hole, so so we still say that it's in buca, in the hole.
And sometimes buca di lupo, no?
What?
Buca di lupo or something, no?
No, not buca. Buca, the
buca.
hole.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Because since the 80s, the billiards in Italy had the holes, just like the one that we see in Denmark. So
Ah, okay.
we were playing with bigger balls,
Yeah.
and within the holes. That's very nice.
Nearly perfect shot from.
That's very nice, because now Tony has to decide what to do, if to attack that ball, because Matteo was able to put the ball close, his ball close to the rail, to the long rail, and
yeah. Yeah, it's difficult to score now. I think, or he should hit.
I would. The idea should be to take the ball of 2 cushions and to. That's a risk. He took a risk and it went good and was okay. But the idea, an Italian player maybe can play within the 2 cushions and to open the game,
open, yeah.
not to do like that. The risk is that now Matteo is doing 1 or 2 pins, and then Tony is not has to find out the way to catch the ball exactly like that. So
Okay.
that's it. Maybe he's short, but I don't know.
Not scoring points, but leaving a difficult point for Tony. Maybe he can swerve around the pins and get in the back of the white ball. No,
No, but he's able to. He has just to turn a little bit close to the pin and hit it with 1 cushion. It's not so complicated, the shot. So can also play it faster because in any case. But
yeah, but 45, so only need.
yes, 45, but Matteo can do 8-10 points, and then we have 30 to 45, and then Tony has to find a defense or to find out something in the next shot. This is short. No, 2.5, as we mentioned before. That's it. That's what happens. So now we have to find the way to get out of from there. And if Matteo is coming up with an easy or less shot, then Tony is still in the run.
So he's looking now how to get the white ball, but he cannot get behind. So maybe he plays softly in the corner. To leave his ball in the corner behind. No?
If you pick the ball not very big, then you can open the game against 2 per le 3, just like it was before. Or if you prefer, you can stay there, but I don't think you will. Within that table,
he hits it. Not good, I think. No.
And it could happen. I don't know how the balls are. And yes,
He can.
Will get close to
the screw back to get back to the short rail and 6 points, and trying to put the ball against the cushion. That's a little bit too soft.
If he is able to see the long rail and can reply to Matteo, it's quite challenging. That you have to find a good contact and
he's playing
a good speed.
He's playing with side.
Nice.
Nice.
The only thing you have to avoid on that shot is the kiss. And that's it. Let's see if Matteo is able to put the ball close to the pins. The same what we did before about that kind of. You try to find the way to put the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah.
Now he has to try to shoot a garuffa. Maybe an Italian player will not play the garuffa here. He will play 1 cushion on the left-hand side of the billiard.
Okay, and
it's easier to find out to solve a problem. So because Tony is getting the back, the ball in the back, and he doesn't find the right speed, then he could allow Matteo to... you see that he's not
Yes,
playing the
okay,
Garuffa.
he's playing out. One
And
cushion.
that's it. What?
Okay, if it not so it
No, no,
runs.
it's okay in any case.
Giving one.
Wait, because if Matteo is able to do only the red pin, so we don't have the white one, it's match. I think he will try
Okay,
to...
yes, yes.
yeah.
He's at 10 points, so
Yeah.
if he finds the correct speed, it could be a surprise that Matteo still takes the first set.
Yeah.
And normally, I think, a player of his level should do that. But no, he won't get the red ball, the red pin. No. Of course, it's very difficult. The table must be very good. So if there's a
Depends
little...
on if he is going left or right, so I mean, the clothes are new, sometimes they are not so precise on this kind of shots.
Going for the...
If you take some chalk or whatever, you can change a little bit, slightly.
Goes for 2 cushions.
One. Can do the red. It's not easy. Can do pallino da 4. That's no.
Pallino di 3. No. But yeah, Matteo still can finish. If he has a perfect shot, I've seen it before that he can do that one. He has a little bit anger to have only the red spin, but
no, we'll just put the ball over there. We're also doing by 4 points. It's short. He shouldn't give the possibility to Tony to play for 3 cash or 2 cash. So I don't think he is able to see the white ball. If he goes to cash on fast, he can take the pins or
even the red ball.
By doing the other 3 cushions, the red one, or he can take it full and take the red one again. Let's see what will be the decision for Tony.
Big decision for him.
Precaution.
And yes,
I told you, it's a part of the shot.
Yeah. That was you see the experience of Luca. That I would have played not too hard to try to avoid that my ball goes into the pin, but maybe it was not possible from that angle, so he could take a little more speed and go for the red ball.
It's a shot that you improve by using it. So it's just a question of tempo, just like the Garuffa. And when you play 9 pins, you play it more often than in the 5 pins. So it's
yes, of course, yeah.
There is one big risk. If you take
he's playing the shot like
if you take it thin, you can go and lose points because you arrive very close to the hole, let's call it, and you go back to the pins.
Now see that Tony gives 2 points to Matteo because he was not enough behind the yellow ball, behind the white ball to start. Now Matteo has a similar shot. Maybe he finds the defense, or yeah, Tony can see part of the white ball, so he, I think it's difficult to attack.
You can also play again to come back into the middle of the Biliardo, so just like the starting just like the starting shot, let's say. Try to approach the red one.
Yeah, not much possibilities. One cushion.
Take it thinner, not bigger.
A little bit of speed.
You have to do somehow part of the keys. You have to take it just like doing a close angle, just to cross the two balls in the middle of the billiard. It was the previous one. There are comments that you see. The one that was of the previous one, or it's friend of Thomas.
Now 3 cushions first.
Yeah.
Looking, just slightly missed it by
a perfect speed.
Tony, and also thinking about the same shot for Matteo. Nope.
Stretto, as we say in Italy. Stretto e corto, so it's short,
yeah, and 2 straight. Yes, looks for the filotto and gets also 3 points from the red ball. That was nicely played.
Oh, he plays the front ball really good. Direct shots are quite okay, quite perfect. So.
Now Matteo plays a very nice shot.
3 points. That's what we call steola. So we hide the opposite ball close to the red one.
That kind of shots seem easy, but they are so very hard to play it. The right speed, the right thickness, and but Tony can come out if he finds 2 cushions first, perhaps. If he plays it.
It's not a difficult shot, that one. The idea is that you have to find out the right speed, and you find out not only the right speed, also the the red ball, which is hiding the approach for the Garufa, but not for the mezza Garufa, so it's able to play with a little bit of English, Matteo.
A little bit too much, but
that's okay. Let's see, the billiard is very much on the 3 cushions and also on the 2 cushions, so now Tony has to decide whether to go for 2 cushions or the 3-1. Within the 3-1 he's able to manage the speed better than with the 2, because he has to he arrives from
a better angle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
8 points.
You can say it's almost 100% perfect. He could have only taken the red pin, that would have been 100% perfect, but
nobody's perfect also like that. So
yes.
when you get 8 points in the back from this kind of situation,
yes,
okay.
Yeah, he taking a lead. And
Close.
putting Mateusz not getting in the match like he
Now
would, I think.
Tony can have also the 7 rails. If he's quite straight, he can play 7 rails, put his ball close to the
yeah.
front. Let's call it hole,
Yes,
just like in Italian way,
and the corner. Yeah.
arrive within the opposite one with the white one close to the red one. Let's see if Tony goes for that or if he goes for a simple shot with only 2.
He goes for a simple
rails,
shot.
2 rails. That's it.
Yeah, again 4 points. So
that's okay.
5:23.
Yeah.
It's again, Matteo has to go in pursuits and try to find
He's going to
some points. Yeah. Now you can.
Gancho, so right English. That's it. Entering more than. If this was the purpose, this is absolutely fantastic. And I think that was the purpose, to put the yellow ball over there.
Yeah.
Let's see what will be the result for Tony. In my opinion, you don't have to shoot fast, so you just have to try to touch the white ball actually. It depends on if he is able to see something over there on the left side. He can also try to turn close to the red ball with some right English and try to enter between the rail and the ball. Could arrive also exactly. Could arrive also. That was one of the problem of the game because it's short. It should have been stronger. Just the idea is to arrive at the end of the billiard over there, over in the bottom.
You can look for the pins and hide behind. Oh no, you cannot hide. No.
It's the same. 2 passate e mezzo, 12 points.
And
that was the payoff.
That's incredible how he controls his ball to 2.5 times, hit the rears and closes.
There are some kind of position where this kind of shot is easier than that. That was very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And he managed to arrive over there with his ball. Now I think that Tony will try to hit the ball by 4 rails and to I think that hit by 4 rails. Also, if he gets a little part on the 3rd rail, it could be okay. Depends on the speed of the shot. Or the other possibility is just to arrive over there.
She goes for
just to touch the ball. It depends.
He plays in speed.
He got the ball very.
I would say a little bit lucky with his kiss.
It's a part of the shot.
Yes.
You can also lose some points, but it's a part of the shot. It's the decision. You take the decision to take this risk, and that's okay. Still there. Yes. Now the game the play is.
It's
very tough for Tony,
it's already the second game. The game against Thomas Primon was also tactical and a bit psychological, you would say, to tease the opponent and.
It's just touching the ball is correct.
No.
This is a very big mistake. You should never. Not arriving is a very big mistake because now Matteo can or put the ball to the penalty or lose play for the G exactly, because he has on arrival the red.
Yeah, he will take maybe the red ball on
Yeah.
5 after 5 cushions.
He will play only by hitting the yellow to are over there with the
taking 4 points and
that's too close. We were telling about the difficulties we face as Italian on playing that kind of shot over here. It's not easy to manage it.
now 1 cushion first, and now we see that Matteo has come back 23-23.
Yeah.
So he's with a few very good defensive shots.
I will play Filotto. Let's see.
Yes, so
This is I can tell it in Italian, tanta roba, it's a lot of it's just really
this is a great control.
perfect speed, perfect control. It's
Yes. Look at his yellow ball near the cushion.
perfect final positioning. Let's see. It's the same possibility. You can approach another Filotto and to put a serious.
Yes, if he succeeds in making maybe 8 points, then
Yeah.
39, like you say, starting from 34, you can finish the game.
There is no other possibility. It's not easy because there is also the red ball over there. So yes, he has to choose whether to play it one way or in another.
I think he will play for that.
No, sure. I have to decide how to play.
Ah, okay, yeah. That was close.
This was the possible mistake, and now he did 4, but I think it's a mistake, that one. So
Now Matteo can
they can reply quite easily.
Yes.
I think it's there is too much speed on that shot. I think we will be able to shot again. Yeah. We'll have the same shot also, Tony.
Strike. Yes, he's. They keep up 35-35. Yes, another strike, I think.
Yeah.
White ball comes back. Oh, yes. Just taken on the 5th pin. Here we experience the difference in the new class of Simonis. It's a little bit easier to with the other
heavier.
Yes.
You feel it.
Yeah. With the other glove, it was far more difficult to make the Filotto at this way.
Maybe depends also on the rubbers. So
yeah. Okay. Defense. Tony needing 3 points. 2 cushions first and looking for the pins or the red ball, or would you?
No, go for the pins, trying to do the left pin.
Yeah.
This is the part you have to play
He plays.
like that, exactly.
Okay.
Then it's a problem of Matteo in that case to go ahead. We tell that you have to devi sbagliare dalla parte della ragione, so you have to do the
Yes. If you miss that, you miss
on the right side.
on the right
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
This is already university for me.
Yeah.
I'm still in a basic school on that point. I hear.
Yeah, but the university has one other trouble. So when you are playing, everything seems easy. Or when you are playing, everything that should be easy
Yeah.
starts to be tough because brain is not working as it should be.
Yeah.
The shot is not starting. There are a lot of components, not only technique billiard.
So here we see our 2 times European team champion Tony taking also the second set.
And now we will see Matteo's reaction. So
Will he change his style of playing? Maybe go more offensive?
no,
No.
no, it will be closer than now. No, absolutely not.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, at a certain moment you lose your spirit and you want to play harder, or
no,
you
no,
take
the
more chances to hope
the
to
match,
turn the match, but
swapped when Tony decided to play the Filotto. It was an uncomfortable situation. He did 10 points. He did a fantastic shot. So it was changing over there. If you
Yeah,
play at
definitely.
50, you take
Yeah.
this big risk, and everything was okay.
not the best start, I think, for Matteo. But, okay, Tony is also a little bit short, so maybe Matteo
Yeah,
can
this
make a
here,
good start
and
this
then
time.
Matteo can put the yellow ball close to the red at the end of the shot. Let's see. Yeah, it's tricky, this billiard. It seems that I experienced the same. So it seems that everything is straight, and you have to close it a little bit. As you close a little bit, it becomes so close.
Yeah.
Because we play these kind of shots with different approach. So we play for the pins and for the red one,
Yeah.
putting both of balls in the middle of the billiard. So
Yes, and Tony immediately takes the upper hand again.
yeah. Now he feels comfortable in doing everything. So it's 2-0.
Yes, he can take. Well, yeah, you can take on
We are
shots.
playing 61.5, but I think he's looking at 70
Yes, yes.
inches balls actually. Let's see.
Matteo also attacks now,
Yeah.
but
6 points, but Tony can play the same by hitting the ball at the top. So
yeah.
it's Filotto di colpo in testa. So it's just to.
Okay, yes, he has a.
You can also put a little bit of right English.
Yes, a bit higher on the ball to
Yeah,
keep on to the short rail.
exactly.
He was not bring his yellow ball.
Quite easy to manage the speed and also the two balls. It's not so uncomfortable. If you do a very missed shot, if you hit the other ball very thin, it becomes a problem, but otherwise you can manage the...
Now it's a question of speed, and he found the right speed, I think. Meantime, we can have a look at the other table and
I think they are 2-0.
2-0 for
if I'm
Finn.
not wrong. 2-1. 2-1 actually. 2-1
Ah,
for
2-1.
Mortensen.
Okay, it's was trying to hide behind the red ball, I think, but
Was trying to doing nothing here is
luckily he
not
has
so nice, and
yeah.
just because also Tony is able to play. Let's see what will be the decision. Can play the Filotto, I think.
Filotto and
what is willing to do.
look for the red ball.
He's playing the Filotto.
After three cushion, no? Would he
No.
a little bit left side? Yeah.
No.
Uh,
Directly was.
Worked out very good, 6 points, and getting almost even with Matteo, 21-18. And that's a very nice ball.
Very nice ball. Yes, sponda e palla. Cushion, ball.
Yes.
Reverse English little bit, and then the other ball is going over there. Let's see what Tony will be doing here. It's the way that, yes, exactly, that is trying to hit hardly the white ball because the red can go into the pins. Let's see.
A gancho, kind of a gancho.
No, it's just going behind and hitting the ball harder. It's a tricky shot, but I may understand just to stop the white, the yellow there, and then let the other two go.
It's without sight. Yeah, okay.
He was trying to hit the ball for the
Red ball to make the 4 points.
3 points, but he was not able to. And if Matteo is able to see the ball, can do 10, 12 points, and then
I think that
take advantage of the situation. There was not a possibility to hit the filotto. Little short.
Little short, but
it's not easy. He was trying to do a trick, Tony, by hitting the balls, trying to move the game. It's just something that from surely now the pressure is on Matteo. And Tony can also think about doing something different and to attack more than...
Yeah, maybe if he wants to attack, I would play one cushion first, hitting the white ball to the long rail and going through the pins to the opposite side of the table.
Yes, if you want to approach it, you have to take some reverse English on the left, and to...
no, he looks for something else. He will...
maybe he's just hitting straight to do 3 points. Exactly.
Very nice.
That's a nice shot.
I had to avoid the rimpallo.
Yeah. And also the yellow ball is placed correctly there. So now Matteo can play it the same shot more or less, just to arrive at the red one, or try to find a different solution. Let's see. I think he will go for that.
Oh yes. Oh, that was a different solution. With reverse effect on the ball, keeping his ball against the long rail, but leaving something for Tony, but he managed to make 15 points more than Tony for the moment, so
yeah.
Tony under a little bit of pressure. At the other table I saw that Finn has had 3 points of win of the third set, so
yeah,
and getting a place in the final.
4 points for Tony. Very nice shot in that case.
One cushion first. Oh, he hit the yellow ball.
He hit the ball.
Yeah. He just touched it, and so the result is not okay for Matteo. Tony can get
quite
back.
Straight the giro, and you can. It's quite straight. On that table is quite straight. And there is also the red ball in the arrival of the shot, so it's a very important shot for Tony. Let's see.
Yeah, he takes it on. He takes it on, and maybe a little bit too hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Giro a risalire, as we called before.
Yes.
Now Matteo has the same shot. He'll play a little bit different, going in the middle with his ball. Let's see. Since now he was not playing very well this kind of shot, and I think this is okay. I think it's short.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I think it's short.
Yes. That's say a mistake, or
Shot, and
yeah.
problem is that he's facing a lot of troubles in managing both the two balls within the Giro. Yeah. Yes, the stretta filotto, so he's able also to hide the ball.
Yes, perfect.
He's
Coming back maybe a
depends
little bit.
on where the ball is arriving right now, because he's not hitting the red one. Maybe he's also hiding the shot to Matteo. It's very nice.
Yeah, it was better not to hit the red ball, so he is covered by
Yes,
it. If he hits the
absolutely.
red, Matteo would been easier to go to yellow ball, but now he has to go for
To do it per le tre, and it's also a problem. Because
oh, maybe he is lucky getting no. Yeah, but he's a little bit covered
and
by
yes,
the pins.
again Filotto.
Yeah. So we can say that Finn
Yeah,
Mortensen
Finn
is in the final.
Yeah, he won 3-1 against Stefan Exler. So we won't have a German final for sure.
No. Ah, yeah. No, no.
We have
no,
a
no,
local. We will have a local
local, so-
representative. Yeah. Let's see, because here Tony can also close the game.
Yeah, if he plays a
He did it. 3-0.
11 points
Yeah.
and finishes the match in 3 sets.
He did everything it was possible to win the game.
Yeah, that's it. And he just
Took every chance. Matteo was not playing a very nice billiard, but on the other hand, we have to say that Tony was playing 100%.
yes, very secure,
solid. Too
very
solid.
secure. Yes,
Too
yes,
solid.
yes.
I can say that I had a lot of chances to let Tony go home, and I was able to let him play again, and now it's
Yeah,
something. It happens if you play tournaments and you have the chance to go ahead instead of circumstances. Then you take advantage of that, and they already played the game. Yes, but I think that Tony